what is the easiest type of hot rod to start sketching? I mean, I know your go-to.
I think fenderless hot rods, like 30s cars, Ford, Chevy, Pontiac, whatever.
That's what you always have the kids draw when we go to
those are the funnest because you don't have to do as much like body shapes specifically, like fender shapes and things like that. The rules of covering the wheels, it especially when it comes to cartooning, it gives you so much more freedom because you can make the tires as big or as little as you want.
Right.
Where if you have fenders, then you're gonna have to manipulate the fender if you're going bigger or whatever, and then that can kind of make the car. Like for instance, if you're doing a Model A and you're trying to make the fenders and the tire really big, now you've got to exaggerate the fender. But if you're exaggerating the fender, now it's more up in the body line and even maybe into the windows, and then you got to figure, okay, proportionally, does that look right? And or I've got to cheat it or move it, you know what I mean, to fool the eye into making it where it makes sense. Otherwise, it just looks out of proportion sometimes. And there's phenomenal artists that can do it. That's just the part sometimes I struggle with in trying to make it look good. Well, so I generally,
when we're at the shows, those are generally the ones that you teach the kids how to draw.
Right,
because that's just a couple shapes. Yeah.
Because in teaching little kids to draw a car, which is they just want to be able to draw a car, right? So if you can get them to where they can get their first car drawn that looks like a car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they go, oh, I know what that is. That's a hot rod. You know what I mean? They know what a hot rod is in their mind. So if you can replicate that, and that's what I do is as I'm teaching, like when we were teaching how to rama, is I'm going to teach you. It's basically like 4 shapes. We've got some rectangles and circles and some
straight lines.
Yeah, and then lines and different stuff like that.
But that was one of the other questions.
That's what I use.
Basic shapes. So those are
squares, rectangles, circles, and elliptic type circles.
This is a good question. Should I sketch from photos or real cars? I mean, you've kind of done both.
I would suggest there's so many photographs of vehicles,
especially
in different shapes and varieties and you know where they're shot from